The Indian Premier League is around the corner and the World Cup is right after. So the biggest question is which key players will be fit enough to last the rigorous phase, because some very key performers for the various franchises are either absent already or unavailable for a certain period of time. How will their absence affect the balance of the sides and how will their comebacks be? Let's go over the biggest names to be hit with injury concerns. The team that is topping that list is Chennai Super Kings. They have 3 players who were match winners for them in the last season, ruled out with injuries. It's a massive blow if you just look at the colossal contributions these 3 have made. One, an opener, the other a finisher, and the third, their death bowler. 3 absolutely key roles in a T20 game. Devon Conway was a component for them in their title-winning run. He, along with Ruturaj Gaikwad, forged a very strong partnership at the top of the order. They piled on the pressure with the bat, and that resulted in a lot of their wins. Devon Conway has injured his thumb. He picked that up during the T20 series against Australia and will not be in action through May, is what we hear. So he may come back maybe in the second stage of the tournament. But if Rachin Ravindra, his teammate from the national side, were to step in as replacement and gets going from the word go, will MS Dhoni be still tempted to make that change when Devon Conway is fit? He doesn't like rattling 11 through a tournament. Then, of course, there is Shivam Dube. A topsy-turvy ride for him in the yellow jersey, but managed to repose the faith that his skipper had kept on him by doing the heavy lifting last year with the bat in particular. He was instrumental in giving their total the impetus that they desperately needed lower down the order. Dube's injury is a side strain that he sustained during the domestic season that he was playing, the Ranji Trophy tournament. The third, and again a critical cog in the workings of CSK, Matisha Patirana, a CSK find. The slingy fast bowler was on fire from the start. A youngster, raw with loads of energy, needed that guidance to sharpen his performance, and he had that, and from the best in the business behind the stumps with MS Dhoni. Who better than MS to nurture the talent? He has sustained a hamstring injury though, and that will leave him away from a few games from what we hear, and a gaping hole in that bowling lineup for sure, especially at the death. Now, speaking of a gap in the bowling lineup, none is bigger than what Mohammad Shami will leave behind. His injury, that seemed like a scare alone, is now more than that. He has been a very important presence for the Gujarat Titans in their IPL campaigns, whether it was their title-winning one or when they finished in the final. He, in fact, carried that form right through the World Cup too for India. His absence has prompted the think tank to rope in a senior Indian hand like Umesh Yadav. But can he make magic with Mohit Sharma like Shami did last year for them when they reached the final? And speaking of finalists, the 2022 finalists, Rajasthan Royals, will be without the services of Prasidh Krishna once more, the man who was very crucial in their journey to the final. He missed the entire 2023 season, and just when he got back is now again in the pavilion with yet another injury. So not something that the Royals would be too happy about. And then what about Kolkata Knight Riders? Jason Roy pulled out of IPL. He was prolific at the top of the order, and his absence will be a massive dent in that batting lineup. Speaking of players pulling out, Hyderabad invested a whole lot of money in someone like Harry Brook, only for the promising youngster to pull out because of family concerns. Of course, it's important to tend to personal issues, but maybe this absence could be a lesser headache for the Hyderabad franchise. That is one less foreigner to worry about, with a busload of them in the ranks already vying for a spot in the playing 11. And we round off the injury list with the most swashbuckling one. He'll be waiting to unleash his power and theatrics on the hapless bowlers, but we'll have to wait a little longer to do that. Suryakumar Yadav has been fabulous with the bat, and with the clearance from NCA still yet to come in, the wait is definitely frustrating. But he will be seen soon enough for the Mumbai Indians franchise. The Mumbai Indians have a few other injury concerns, but maybe it won't upset the apple cart too much, both in the bowling department. The quest to be the best is here, and it's a storm that's raging. Will the Lions script a dramatic win? Will the prodigal sons return, rock the boat, or lead it to shore? Will the men follow the women to say E Sala Cup Namdu in 2024? Will it be a new team that'll lay its hands on the golden trophy, or will the experienced smile their way to victory? Well, the biggest league in the world is here, and First Sports will get you all the analysis, the big names, fantasy picks, and all the buzz in our special coverage, T20 Summer Storm.
bring it on.